We're uncovering the story behind the elusive no 1980 Mark Lincoln penny, a rare gem that's turning everyday people into millionaires. Could you be holding one in your pocket right now? Stay with me, this could change everything. Or worse, did you already spend it on coffee? Let's hope not. First, let's unravel the mystery. What exactly is the no 1980 Mark Lincoln penny? To understand, we need to take a step back. In 1980, the mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. But during production, errors occurred. On a small number of these coins, a crucial detail was left out: the mint mark. This tiny letter, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, is usually stamped to show where the coin was minted. Without it, the penny becomes an extraordinary rarity. These no-mark coins are the ultimate treasure for collectors, who are willing to pay jaw-dropping amounts to own a piece of this fascinating history. But here's where it gets exciting: how can you tell if you have one? And what makes these pennies worth up to $1 million? Don't go anywhere, because you're about to find out. The value of these coins comes down to a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand. Collectors love errors. They're like hidden Easter eggs in the world of numismatics. But here's the kicker: not every new 1980 Mark penny is worth $1 million. Condition matters. A penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch staggering amounts at auctions. In fact, the most expensive one ever sold brought in nearly 7 figures. But even a circulated coin in good condition could still be worth thousands. The big question is, how can you spot one? It's not something you can see with your bare eyes. So grab a magnifying glass, because we're diving into the key steps you need to take right now. Step 1. Check your coins. Look specifically at any Lincoln pennies from 1980. The absence of a mint mark is your golden ticket. Step 2. Inspect the coin's condition. The shinier, the better. No scratches, no dents; those imperfections can lower the value. Step 3. Get it authenticated by a professional. This isn't a day project if you're serious about cashing in. Reach out to trusted grading services like Pennies or Need to confirm the coin's value. And here's a pro tip: if you think you've found one, don't spend it. Yes, it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised. People lose fortunes by overlooking these tiny details. Now, what if you don't have a no-mark penny in your collection? Don't give up just yet. Other rare pennies could still be hiding in plain sight. Coins like the 1943 copper penny, or the 1950 pit double D penny are also worth a fortune. It's all about persistence and a bit of luck. And speaking of luck, what happened to the person who found the most expensive no-mark penny? Their story might just inspire you to start your own treasure hunt. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins. That penny you've been ignoring might be your ticket to a brand new life. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Remember, wealth could be hiding in plain sight in your pocket. Don't miss your chance. We're uncovering the story behind the elusive no 1980 Mark Lincoln penny, a rare gem that's turning everyday people into millionaires. Could you be holding one in your pocket right now? Stay with me, this could change everything. First, let's unravel the mystery. What exactly is the no 1980 Mark Lincoln penny? To understand, we need to take a step back. In 1980, the mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. But during production, errors occurred. On a small number of these coins, a crucial detail was left out: the mint mark. This tiny letter, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, is usually stamped to show where the coin was minted. Without it, the penny becomes an extraordinary rarity. These no-mark coins are the ultimate treasure for collectors, who are willing to pay jaw-dropping amounts to own a piece of this fascinating history. But here's where it gets exciting: how can you tell if you have one? And what makes these pennies worth up to $1 million? Don't go anywhere, because you're about to find out. The value of these coins comes down to a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand. Collectors love errors. They're like hidden Easter eggs in the world of numismatics. But here's the kicker. Not every new 1980 mark penny is worth $1 million. Condition matters. A penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch staggering amounts at auctions. In fact, the most expensive one ever sold brought in nearly 7 figures. But even a circulated coin in good condition could still be worth thousands. The big question is, how can you spot one? It's not something you can see with your bare eyes. So grab a magnifying glass, because we're diving into the key steps you need to take right now. Check your coins. Look specifically at any Lincoln pennies from 1980. The absence of a mint mark is your golden ticket. Step 2. Inspect the coin's condition. The shinier, the better. No scratches, no dents, those imperfections can lower the value. Step 3. Get it authenticated by a professional. This isn't a day project if you're serious about cashing in. Reach out to trusted grading services like Pennies or Need to confirm the coin's value. And here's a pro tip. If you think you've found one, don't spend it. Yes, it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised. People lose fortunes by overlooking these tiny details. Now, what if you don't have a no-mark penny in your collection? Don't give up just yet. Other rare pennies could still be hiding in plain sight. Coins like the 1943 copper penny, or the 1955 double D penny are also worth a fortune. It's all about persistence and a bit of luck. And speaking of luck, what happened to the person who found the most expensive no-mark penny? Their story might just inspire you to start your own treasure hunt. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins. That penny you've been ignoring might be your ticket to a brand new life. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Remember, wealth could be hiding in plain sight in your pocket. Don't miss your chance. I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, so stick around. This might just change your life. Millions of people across the US are unknowingly sitting on rare coins that could transform their financial future. Are you one of them? Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Because by the time you finish this video, you'll know how to spot a 2016 Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1 million. And yes, that's one penny. Let's dive in. Now, before we jump into the details, here's why you should care. Rare coins have skyrocketed in value over the last few years. Collectors are paying insane amounts for the right pieces. And if you've got a 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, you're holding a potential goldmine. And don't worry, you don't need to be a coin expert or walk around with a magnifying glass like Sherlock Holmes to figure this out. I'll break it down for you in plain English. So, grab your loose change, get comfortable, and let's uncover what makes this tiny coin so ridiculously valuable. Alright, here's the deal. The 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is a rare gem because of a unique error during production. These pennies were accidentally minted without a D or P marks that indicate Denver or Philadelphia production. That's what makes them special and so highly sought after by collectors. Here's what to look for. Year, it must say 2016, no mint mark, no small letter D or P below the year. The better the condition, the higher the value. Even slightly circulated coins can fetch thousands. But if it's in mint condition, that's where we're talking life-changing money. But wait, there's more. Not every no-mint mark penny is valuable. There's one critical detail that determines whether your coin is worth pennies or millions. I'll get to that in just a moment. Quick question, when was the last time you actually checked your spare change? Or are you still tossing it in a jar and forgetting about it? Trust me, after today, you'll never look at your pocket change the same way again. Now, you might be wondering, why would someone pay so much for a penny? It's simple, rarity and demand. When something is rare and collectors want it badly enough, the sky's the limit for how much they're willing to pay. But here's the thing, not all collectors are equal. Knowing where to sell your rare penny is just as important as knowing what to look for. We'll cover that in just a moment. Okay, so you found a 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Congratulations! Now, let's talk about how you can cash in. First, get your coin professionally graded. This is like getting an appraisal for a rare diamond. Reputable grading services like Pigs or Ngi can verify the coin's authenticity and condition. Once that's done, you have a few options for selling it. Prestigious auction houses like Heritage Auctions specialize in rare coins and attract serious buyers. Websites like eBay or dedicated coin forums can also fetch high prices. Meet collectors face-to-face and negotiate directly. And no, don't just walk into your local bank asking if they want to buy your $1 million penny. Trust me, that's not how this works. Here's the crazy part, people have already struck gold with these coins. One example. A 2016 penny with no mint mark sold for over 800,000 at auction. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Pay off your debts. Buy your dream car. Retire early. It's all possible. So don't wait. Check your loose change today. You never know what treasure could be hiding in plain sight. And if you think you found one of these rare coins, take action immediately. Every moment you wait is a moment someone else could snatch your spot in the collector's market. Remember, wealth isn't just about luck, it's about recognizing opportunity and acting on it. This 2016 no-mint mark penny could be your opportunity. So go find it, and who knows? The next time we talk, you could be holding the key to $1 million fortune. Did you know there might be a single penny sitting in your change jar right now that could change your life forever? A penny so rare and valuable, it has sold for over $1 million. That's right, we're talking about the elusive no mark 1981 Lincoln penny. If you're still thinking, how could a single penny possibly be worth that much? Stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll reveal exactly why this coin is so special, how you can spot one, and, most importantly, how you can turn this tiny treasure into a life-changing windfall. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. When was the last time you checked the coins in your pocket? If the answer is never, you might want to start now, because the clock is ticking, and these opportunities won't last forever. So, what makes this little copper coin so special? It's all about a tiny mistake, or more accurately, the lack of a mint mark. Here's the story. In 1981, the US Mint was producing billions of pennies, and some were made at the Philadelphia Mint. However, coins from Philly were supposed to have a mint mark, except a small batch didn't. These no-mark pennies are so rare that only a handful have ever been discovered. And collectors, they're willing to pay top dollar for these elusive coins. Now, let's talk numbers, because I know you're wondering, what are these coins actually worth today? Depending on their condition, these pennies have fetched anywhere from 10,000 to a staggering 1.2 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine holding $1 million penny in your hand. Here's where things get interesting. Even if your 1981 penny isn't in perfect condition, it could still be worth thousands. And if you're still not convinced to check your coins, let me put it this way. You're literally leaving money on the table or in that dusty jar next to your keys. Alright, so now you're probably thinking, how do I know if I have one of these rare pennies? It's easier than you might think. First, grab any 1981 penny, and look closely at the front, just under the date. If there's no P mint mark there, you might have hit the jackpot. But don't stop there. Condition is everything. The cleaner and shinier the coin, the more valuable it is. Now, here's the twist. There's one more detail you absolutely must know before you cash in your coin, because making this one mistake could cost you thousands. I'll share what that is in just a moment. The truth is, rare coins like the 1981 no mark penny don't come along every day. As more people learn about these hidden treasures, the market is heating up. Collectors are in fierce competition to own these coins, which means prices are soaring. Here's the thing, opportunities like this don't last forever. Coins that are worth millions today might not hold the same value tomorrow. And that's why the time to act is right now. Imagine how different your life would be if you discovered you've been carrying around a 1 million penny in your pocket this whole time. What would you do with that kind of money? Pay off your house? Travel the world? Finally live the life you've always dreamed of? Alright, here's what you need to do first. Go grab your jar of pennies and start searching for a 1981 no mark Lincoln penny. Take your time and inspect each coin carefully. Second, If you find one, don't try to sell it on your own. Reach out to a professional coin appraiser or auction house to ensure you get the maximum value. And here's the final tip I promised: don't clean the coin. Scrubbing or polishing it could ruin its value. Trust me, collectors want authenticity, not shiny perfection, so what are you waiting for? That $1 million penny might be closer than you think. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on how to uncover rare coins that could make you rich. The humble penny in your pocket could be worth more than your car, maybe even more than your house. Yes, you heard that right. A single 2017 Lincoln penny has hit the market valued at up to $1 million. Are you holding a small fortune without even knowing it? Switch to a funny clip of someone dumping out a jar of pennies with a confused look. Now before you go tipping over every piggy bank in your house, let's break down what makes this coin so valuable, and how you can cash in if you're lucky enough to find one. Brawl of old pennies, treasure chests, and collectors inspecting coins. First, let me ask you this: when was the last time you really looked at a penny? Not just grabbed it as change, but really looked. Most of us barely think twice about them. But the truth is, some of these coins hold secrets. Secrets that could change your life. Dramatic pause, lower voice for emphasis, and the 2017 Lincoln penny is one of them. Here's why. Transition music: this isn't just another old coin story. We're talking about a modern penny, created just a few years ago in 2017, that has sent collectors into a frenzy. It's a story of rarity, history, and a big payoff. Clip of an auctioneer, stacks of cash, and collectors inspecting pennies under magnifying glasses. So, what makes a 2017 Lincoln penny worth up to $1 million? It all boils down to one word: mistakes. Add excitement with fast visuals and voice changes. That's right. A small minting error, often invisible to the untrained eye, can skyrocket a coin's value. These errors are called die breaks or double days, and when they happen, collectors will pay a premium. And in the case of the 2017 penny, we're not talking about just a premium. I'll save you some time. No, those pennies in your car's cup holder aren't the jackpot. Not unless you're driving a treasure chest on wheels. Grab a magnifying glass or a smartphone with a good camera. Inspect your 2017 penny carefully. Look for any signs of minting errors. This could include doubling on the lettering, unusual marks on Lincoln's profile, or even a crack running through the coin. Zoom in dramatically on a penny example. These errors might be subtle, but they're your ticket to life changing money. But here's the thing: you're not the only one hunting. Collectors and dealers are actively searching for these rare coins, and competition is fierce. The market is hot right now, but who knows how long that will last. And when you do find one, don't make the mistake of selling it for less than it's worth. Reach out to professional coin graders, auction houses, or trusted collectors to get the maximum value. And here's the most exciting part. Some experts believe there are still undiscovered 2017 Lincoln pennies with even rarer features that could blow past the $1 million mark. Could you be the one to find the next record-breaking coin? We've all ignored that little jar of pennies on the counter. Maybe you've even thought about dumping it all at a coin store just to get rid of it, but before you do, hear me out. There's a hidden gem in there, a rare error coin from 1984 that's shaking up the numismatic world. This isn't just another coin story. The 1984 no mark penny, meaning there's no mint mark, has been auctioned for staggering amounts, with one selling for over $1 million. Yes, one penny. Let that sink in for a second. Why is it so valuable? And how can you spot one in your collection? Well, keep watching, because I'm going to reveal the secrets that coin collectors don't want you to know. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to identify this rare penny, but you'll also understand why now is the perfect time to sell now. I know what some of you are thinking: this can't be real. $1 million for a penny? Is this monopoly money? Trust me, this is no joke. This is the kind of story you'll kick yourself for skipping. Imagine telling your friends you passed up $1 million penny because you didn't feel like checking your change jar. Here's where it gets tricky. The 1984 no mark Lincoln penny is valuable because of a rare minting error. Errors like this are what collectors live for. Some pennies from this year were struck without a mint mark, which makes them extremely scarce and highly desirable. Combine that with their immaculate condition, and you've got the recipe for a coin worth a fortune. Spotting one isn't always easy. A quick glance won't cut it. You'll need to know exactly what to look for. Miss it, and you could unknowingly toss away a fortune. And here's another layer of urgency. As more of these rare coins are discovered, their value could decline. That's why time is of the essence. If you're sitting on one of these pennies, you don't want to wait too long to act. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one? What's the secret to spotting this $1 million penny? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let me walk you through exactly what to look for. But before I dive into those details, let me ask you something. Have you ever considered what you'd do if you found a coin worth $1 million? Would you pay off your debt? Buy your dream home? Travel the world? Hold on to the thought, because we're about to make it a lot more real. Alright, here's how to identify this golden well, copper ticket. First, grab a magnifying glass. Look at the bottom right corner of the front side of your penny. That's where the mint mark, usually a small letter, would be. If your 1984 penny has no mark, you've got something special, but it doesn't stop there. Condition matters. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest price. Check for minimal scratches and a strong, clear design. If your penny fits these criteria, congratulations, you might be holding $1 million treasure. Now, you might be thinking, what next? How do I sell it? The answer is simple. Don't rush into it. Get it professionally appraised by a trusted coin dealer or auction house. They'll help you understand its true value and guide you toward the best way to sell. Oh, and please, don't run to your nearest pawn shop yelling, I'm rich. Let's do this the right way. A simple penny could unlock the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. No more worrying about bills or wishing you could take that dream vacation. It all starts with one small step, checking your coins. So, what are you waiting for? After this video, go check your penny jar, your wallet, and even your couch cushions. Who knows? You could be the next big success story. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on uncovering hidden treasures in everyday life. And if you do find something extraordinary, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. The time to act is now. Your $1 million penny is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Have you been holding on to that jar of old pennies, wondering if one of them could be your golden ticket? What if I told you that one single, seemingly ordinary penny, the 1973 no Mark Lincoln penny, could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. But there's a catch. Not every 1973 penny qualifies, and the key to unlocking its value might be hiding in plain sight. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to tell if your penny is the jackpot, and why collectors are paying small fortunes for this coin. Don't skip a second. You might accidentally overlook the key detail that could change your life. Every coin has a story, but this one is rooted in mystery and, frankly, excitement. The 1973 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has become one of the most sought-after coins in US history. Why? Because it's a rarity, and rarity equals value. But what's so special about it? First, a quick coin collecting story. Most US coins have a mint mark, a tiny letter stamped on the coin that tells you where it was made. For instance, D means Denver, S stands for San Francisco, and if there's no mark, it typically means it was minted in Philadelphia. But here's the kicker, not all Philadelphia minted coins from 1973 are created equal. A penny worth $1 million. Should I start digging under my couch cushions? Not so fast. We'll get to what makes this particular penny so valuable, but let's first address why collectors are losing their minds over at rare coins, like this one, are the holy grail for numismatists, people who collect coins as a hobby or investment. It's like finding a piece of history that slipped through the cracks. And, because only a small handful of these pennies exist, their value skyrockets. It's simply in demand at its finest. But what exactly sets this coin apart from the millions of others minted in 1973? And how do you know if you have one? Stick around, because the answer might surprise you. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Here's what makes the 1973 Mark Lincoln penny worth so much. First, the absence of the mint mark isn't what's driving the value alone. It's all about the condition of the coin and errors during the minting process. Some of these pennies were struck using Massiligan dies, or contain double D errors, creating unique imperfections that drive collectors wild. Think of it this way. It's like the coin version of a misprinted baseball card or an autographed book with a typo. Flaws make them rare, and rare equals chaching. Next, we have the grade of the coin. Professional coin grading services, like PIGS, assign a grade based on the coin's condition. Coins graded as Mshaesiti Pit or higher are considered mint state, pristine and shiny, as if they were just struck yesterday. And trust me, if your 1973 penny is in that condition, collectors will be ready to outbid each other just to get their hands on it. But hold on, how do you actually get your penny graded? And what should you never do if you think you found a winner? We're diving into that next. Alright, so you've searched through your coin stash, and you think you've hit the jackpot. What's next? Inspect the details. Use a magnifying glass to carefully examine the penny. Look for key features like doubling on the date or letters, and ensure there's no mint mark. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can damage the surface and destroy its value. Instead, store it in a protective case or coin holder to preserve its condition. Send your penny to a reputable grading service like PIGS or NT. They'll assess its authenticity and assign a grade, which is crucial for determining its value. By the way, have you ever wondered why a coin's value can vary so much? One collector might pay 10,000 while another bids 1 million. Why the difference? It's all about provenance and competition. Coins with a fascinating backstory or previous owners who are big names in the coin world tend to fetch higher prices. Once your coin is graded, you'll need to decide where to sell it. Auctions are often the best route for rare coins, as competitive bidding can drive up the price. Reputable platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers are excellent choice. But wait, what if your penny isn't the big $1 million winner? Does that mean it's worthless? Not so fast. There's a hidden market for lower grade or slightly less rare coins. I'll explain how you can still cash in, even if your penny isn't the penny, in just a moment. So, there you have it. The 1973 Mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a fortune, but it's not just about luck. It's about knowledge and action. Remember, the most valuable coins aren't always the ones you expect. And even if you don't have the $1 million penny, your collection might still be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Who knows? Maybe that coin jar on your kitchen counter has been holding out on you this whole time. So, what are you waiting for? Go grab your magnifying glass and start digging. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on uncovering hidden treasures in your pocket change. And share this video with your friends. Who knows, they might have a fortune just sitting in their wallet. You're rummaging through an old jar of coins, something you've ignored for years, and you stumble across a penny that could change your life forever. A penny that, wait for it, might just be worth up to $1 million. Yes, $1 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the kicker, it's still real, and people are cashing in on these hidden treasures every single day. Could you be sitting on one of them? Stick around, because today we're talking about the elusive 1976 Mark Lincoln penny, and why this unassuming coin is making headlines in the rare coin market. Coins. We all have them lying around, in jars, drawers, or maybe even forgotten in an old piggy bank. But did you know some of these coins could be worth more than your car? And here's the catch, not all rare coins are flashy or glamorous. Some of them look just like the pennies you've walked past 1,000 times. Take the 1976 Lincoln penny, for example. On the surface, it seems like any other copper coin. But if yours is missing a mint mark, the tiny letter that tells you where the coin was minted, you might be holding a gold mine without even knowing it. Why is this no mark penny so special? And how can you identify one in your collection? Hold tight, because I'll walk you through the key details you need to know. When's the last time you actually looked at a penny? For most of us, it's been years. Let's be honest, we're more likely to find one in the couch cushions than in our wallets. But after this video, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. So what makes the 1976 Mark penny so valuable? It's time to dig deeper into its fascinating history and the factors that make it so rare. In 1966, the US Mint made a bold decision to temporarily stop placing mint marks on coins. Why? To discourage coin hoarding during a national coin shortage. This little experiment inadvertently created one of the rarest and most sought-after coins for collectors today. But here's the twist, not every 1966 penny without a mint mark is worth a fortune. The condition of the coin, its rarity, and specific errors in the minting process all play a crucial role. For instance, some 1966 no-mark pennies have unique features, like double dies or off-center strikes, which can skyrocket their value. And when I say skyrocketed, I mean auction houses are seeing these pennies sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in exceptional cases, close to 8 million. Imagine turning a 1-cent coin into life-changing wealth. It's possible, but you need to know what to look for. But wait, how do you know if your 1966 penny is one of the valuable ones? Don't start digging through your change just yet. I'm about to reveal the exact signs and errors that can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Before we dive into the specifics, let me ask you this: do you think you'd be able to spot $1 million coin in your collection? Keep watching, because the truth might surprise you. Alright, here's the moment you've been waiting for. When examining your 1966 penny, start by looking at its condition. Coins in mint or near mint condition are far more valuable than worn ones. Next, inspect the coin carefully under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the date, letters, or any signs of minting errors. If you're unsure, have your coin professionally graded. This could make all the difference when determining its true value. Another tip: don't clean the coin. Cleaning can drastically reduce its value, even if it's rare. Collectors value authenticity over shine, so resist the urge to polish it up. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't have time to be a coin detective. Trust me, I get it, but imagine stumbling across a penny worth 50,000 or more, all because you took a few minutes to check. That's worth a little effort, wouldn't you agree? So, here's your next step: go grab the jar of coins you've been ignoring and start searching. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. And if you think you found something special, don't keep it to yourself. Share your findings in the comments below. Who knows, you might inspire someone else to uncover their own hidden treasure. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. In our next video, I'll be revealing the top rare coins currently selling for insane prices. You won't want to miss it. Remember, sometimes the smallest things in life can have the biggest impact. Your path to $1 million might just start with a single penny. What if I told you that a single penny hiding in your pocket, your old coin jar, or even buried in your attic could be worth up to $1 million? Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, this isn't just a dream, it's a reality for collectors and savvy sellers who know what to look for. And today, we're talking about one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in US history. The 1966 Mark Lincoln penny. Not every 1966 Lincoln penny is a jackpot. Only a select few have what it takes to reach the 7-figure mark. So, how can you spot the difference? And why are these pennies worth so much? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and you might just have a fortune in your hands. By the way, when was the last time you even checked under your couch cushions? Go ahead, I'll wait. Just kidding, don't leave yet, this is going to get good. Let's dive into the fascinating story behind this coin, and why collectors are losing sleep over it. First, let's set the stage. It's 1968. The US Mint in Denver produces millions of Lincoln pennies, each stamped with a small D to mark their origin. Most of these coins are your average, everyday pennies. But a small fraction has something extraordinary. These rare pennies could have minting errors, unique D varieties, or even experimental compositions that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Now here's where it gets exciting. Some 1966 Mark Lincoln pennies feature what's called a double die error. This means the coin's design appears slightly doubled, creating an unmistakable and highly desirable flaw. These errors often occur in the coin's lettering or even Lincoln's profile. And the rarer the error, the higher the value. But what exactly makes this penny worth up to $8 million? Well, there's a critical detail that changes everything. And if you miss it, you could overlook a life-changing payday. Before we reveal that, let's talk about how these coins gain their astronomical value. The payoff is what you need to know. A 1968 Lincoln penny recently fetched close to $1 million at auction because it had the perfect storm of rarity and condition. It wasn't just any Doubleday penny. It was a flawless specimen graded by professional coin grading services, with no wear and tear, and that iconic doubling on the date and lettering. This combination makes collectors willing to pay top dollar. So how can you tell if your 1968 penny is the golden ticket? Start by inspecting the coin's date and mint mark under magnification. Look for doubling in the numbers 1968 and the eddy mint mark. Next, check the overall condition. Coins with minimal wear and a shiny luster, known as mint state, fetch the highest prices. Finally, consider professional grading to certify your coin's value. Oh, and if your penny looks like it's been through a garbage disposal, maybe don't get your hopes up too high, but hey, you never know. But here's the million-dollar question: how do you find buyers willing to pay top dollar for your rare penny? Well, we'll get to that in just a moment. If you suspect you have a rare 1968 Mark Lincoln penny, don't wait. Start your inspection today, and who knows? You could be sitting on $1 million treasure. But remember, knowledge is power. If you want to learn how to spot other rare coins worth a fortune, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more tips to help you uncover hidden wealth in your pocket change. A tiny copper coin, buried in an old jar in your attic, is the key to unlocking a life of luxury. What if I told you that a single 1968 Mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a penny. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare coin and potentially change your life forever. Spoiler alert, it might be sitting in your pocket right now. Let's talk about why some coins are worth far more than their face value. Coins like the 1968 Lincoln penny have a unique story. In 1970, a mistake at the US Mint turned an ordinary penny into one of the most sought-after collectibles in history. These errors, called double days, create a fascinating quirk. Certain parts of the design appear doubled, like the date or the letters. Think of it as a flaw so rare that collectors are willing to pay a fortune just to own one. Out of millions of pennies minted in 1970, only a tiny fraction have this error. Most people don't even know they exist. And that, my friends, is why these coins are worth so much. Let's pause for a second. Did you just check your wallet? Or maybe that jar of coins collecting dust in your kitchen? Don't worry, you're not alone. And trust me, you'll want to keep watching, because in just a minute, I'll show you exactly what to look for to see if your penny is a jackpot, or just, well, a penny. Now, here's where things get tricky. Not all 1970 pennies are created equal. If you're looking to strike gold or copper, in this case, you need to know what to watch for. The biggest clue: look at the date. Specifically, the 1970. If the numbers appear slightly doubled, like they're shadowed or blurry, you're holding a Doubleday penny. But wait, don't celebrate just yet. Even among Doubledays, there are key variations that make some pennies worth a few dollars and others worth drumroll up to $1 million. And here's the scary part: without the right knowledge, you could accidentally sell one of these rare coins for just a few cents. Can you imagine? $1 million penny slipping through your fingers because you didn't know its value. That's why it's so important to pay attention to what I'm about to share. But how do you verify the authenticity of your coin? And what should you do next if you think you found one? We're getting to that, but first, let's talk about the most recent auction where one of these pennies sold for a jaw-dropping 6 figures. The rising action, in 2022, a collector paid $336,000 for a pristine 1970 Doubleday penny. That's the price of a luxury home, for a coin that could fit in the palm of your hand. Why so much? It's all about rarity and condition. Coins that are graded highly by professional services like Pennies or come in the highest prices. Even slight scratches or wear can lower the value dramatically. Now, let's talk straight key. If you think you've found one, your first step should be to inspect it with a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, and the lettering for any signs of doubling. If you're unsure, don't take risks. A professional coin appraiser can help verify its authenticity. Would you trade one penny for a brand new Tesla? Because that's basically what's happening here. The only difference: this trade isn't about luck, it's about knowledge. And by the time you finish this video, you'll have the knowledge to make it happen. Alright, you've identified a potential jackpot penny. What's next? Don't rush to sell it immediately. Instead, do this. First, get your coin graded by a reputable service. This step is crucial, as a verified grade can increase your coin's value exponentially. Second, research auction houses or platforms where rare coins are sold. Heritage auctions and Stacks Bowers are two of the best options. Create a sense of competition among buyers. The more bids your coin generates, the higher its final price will climb. And remember, patience pays off. Some collectors wait months or even years to sell their rare coins at the perfect moment. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Could you be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it? Imagine finding that life-changing penny, selling it for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and finally living the life you've always dreamed of. But there's a catch: these opportunities don't last forever. Rare coins like the 1970 penny become harder to find every single day. Call to action. So, what are you waiting for? Check your wallet, dig through those old coin jars, and leave no stone unturned. If you think you've found something, drop a comment below or reach out for advice. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on rare coins and treasures that could change your life, because sometimes, the smallest things, like a single penny, can make the biggest difference.